Hi, this is Volante. Welcome to the Evolution. This is the official launch of WBDN Media. Before I get into the actual media channel and the content, I want to talk about my personal evolution for just a few minutes. The evolution for me started as an event. I wanted to share people's stories of how they evolved, their triumphs, their victories, how they got from where they were to where they wanted to be. And that's what the event was all about. Somehow it got transformed into this huge fashion event. I didn't know that much about fashion. I was kind of just following along with what people were telling me to do. And bottom line, I had to cancel the event. It was a disaster. It was the lowest point in my career. I think that may have been the lowest point in my life. I felt like I wanted to quit. I was afraid to put myself out there again. I felt worthless, like I had nothing to offer. And I'm one of those people who bounces back from everything. And I don't really do depression, but I think that may be the one point in my life where I was actually depressed. And that's how I was feeling at that time. And during that time, I got a call from the producers of Oprah's live class at Harpo Studios to be a guest on the show. Now, if you've known me for a long time, you know that I've always said that I was going to meet Oprah. I was going to get a chance to sit down and have a conversation with Oprah. I know her show was here in Chicago for years, but to be in the audience is not what I wanted. I wanted one-on-one time with Miss Oprah Winfrey. It was not about her money or her fame because none of those things ever really mattered to me. I don't even watch TV. And if I were to watch TV, a talk show would be the absolute last thing I would ever watch. But Oprah was or is so skilled at what she does. She has the best communication skills of anyone I've ever seen in my entire life. And I just wanted to talk to her and get some knowledge from her and kind of see what her inspiration is and how she learned how to be so good at what she does. So I was depressed. I didn't get the call, and it was a week later before I actually called Harpo Studios back. When I finally talked to the producer, she said, "You need to be at the studio tomorrow." So I had one day to get myself together. I assumed that live class would be us together at Harpo and that Oprah would be talking to us via satellite or something from California. Well, the producer confirmed for me that Oprah Winfrey would in fact be live in the studio with us. And when I got there, they treated us royally. They had me in the green room backstage, and we had all of these people taking care of us. They brought us snacks and refreshments, and then they put me in this chair with all of these lights, and I had people doing my hair, and they were so friendly, and they did my makeup for me. That was the only time I've ever been airbrushed because I don't really like to wear makeup, but they airbrushed my face and they treated me like a celebrity. Now, this is the person who felt worthless, like I had nothing to offer, like I was nobody, I was nothing, that nobody would want to listen to me, that nobody would want to work with me again. But I was sitting there at Harpo Studios receiving celebrity treatment. So we went out. The show was phenomenal. I learned so much, but it went really long and I didn't get a chance to share my story, which was okay because the experience to that point had already been amazing. But just then, someone came in from Skype with a comment and I chimed in on her comment and I made this comment. I said, "Sometimes when you're that giver and that nurturer, you find yourself in a position where you feel like you're trapped in someone else's life with no life of your own." That comment came from my soul because that's how I felt most of my life. Like I had to be something or someone to someone else, and who I was really didn't matter. And now here I am again. When I made that comment, Oprah said, "Oh, wow, that's great." And she took out her pen and her journal. If you've ever watched her, you know she keeps a journal. She took out her pen and she took out her journal and she wrote my comment in her journal. Now, this is me. I think nobody wants to listen to me. I think that I have no voice. No one cares what I have to say. But Oprah Winfrey, one of the richest and most powerful women in the world, thought enough of what I said to write it down. So that was a huge turning point for me. And that's when I started to really look at myself. And that's where I decided, okay, you've got to get back out there. The evolution, the logo for the evolution, I had it designed at the same time by the same person that designed my trademark purple butterfly. Phenomenal illustrator. He designed both the evolution logo and my butterfly logo. And I absolutely fell in love with each logo when I saw it. So I picked up that evolution logo and I put it back on my website and I left it there until the time was right. That time is now. Now to talk about how the station, the media channel evolved. I've been writing. It started with Examiner.com where I write 3 columns for them. I've been writing since I was 9 years old, but I always wrote for me. It was a way for me to communicate and get my feelings out, and I never shared it. Examiner is where I was the first time that I actually started to share my writing, put myself out there. And I looked up and there were a couple hundred people reading each article. And I went, wow, people are actually reading what I write. You know, I do have a voice. People listen to me. Wow. So then somebody told me, okay, well, since you're media, you can access these events and cover them. So I started doing that. And then I had people reaching out to me, wanting me to come to their events, wanting me to write about them. And I was like, wow, this is great. So then someone said, well, if you're really serious about this, you need to start doing interviews. So I called intellectualradio.com to see if they would interview me. Well, the station owner said to me, do you want your own radio show? And for some reason, the word yes just came out of my mouth. I have no idea why, because I actually have a phobia of being recorded and broadcast. I love to take pictures, still pictures, but I hate video, and I really hate the way my voice sounds recorded. So I really had to overcome that phobia in order to do the radio show. I love doing the radio show, but I quickly realized that the amount of work that it took to maintain quality content and drive to the studio every Saturday was not working for me, especially when I was only reaching maybe 50 to 100 people tops per week. I decided that's just not going to work. In the meantime, I had a few YouTube videos that I had posted. Didn't share them. I just posted them, left them there. And I happened to check YouTube, and I had a couple thousand hits on these videos. Then I checked a little further. I have an AdSense account. YouTube had deposited money into my AdSense account that I didn't even know was there because I wasn't checking it. So then I started thinking. Then my mind went back to something that Oprah said. She was talking about how starting the network was different and scary. And then she made this statement. She said, the internet is a lot easier. She said, had I known then what I know now, I would have just started a YouTube channel instead of launching this whole big network. And that popped back in my head, and I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So I merged Life by Design Media into the WBDN media channel. The call letters for WBDNW is the standard call letter that you use for a media channel, and then BDN is the By Design Network. So I kept it right there, right in line with my whole thing that I did, my Life by Design Media, the By Design Network, it all worked together. And that is the evolution. When you look at the word evolution, the definition is a change, a constant, consistent change from a more simpler or smaller or lesser state to something of a greater, more intricate, more detailed, more complicated state. And that's what it has. It started with just me. Actually, even before Examiner.com, I had a blog. It was just my personal blog, which nobody probably ever even saw. And it evolved into what we have now. Life by Design Media, WBDN Media. When I went to the OWN network for Oprah's live class, it was a totally different Oprah than what I saw on the Oprah show. It was kind of like, this is my studio, this is my network, this is my building, I can do what I want. I felt like a guest in Oprah's world where she had complete control. complete creativity, and I love that. And that's what I wanted. One of the reasons that I don't watch TV is two reasons. I'm not real fond of the content. I don't do a lot of drama, a lot of the stuff it's not really quality to me. So I don't want to watch that. Then the things that I do like don't come on when I have time to watch it. So I can't control the scheduling or the programming. Well, with my media channel, it's on demand. I upload the videos. I can let you know when something is uploaded, but you can watch it at your convenience. And I choose not to only share stories about negativity or violence or murder. When you watch the news, that's all you see. But there are millions of people around the world who are doing positive things. They're making great impacts. They're loving each other. They're helping each other. Life by Design Media, our objective is to find and broadcast those people. We want to create a better world through media. And that's what Life by Design Media, WBDN, the media channel, is all about. Life by Design Media is my show. It is the show that I host with my daughter, Venice. The segments include life lesson, spiritual life, team life, social life. She does a segment called I Love Life, which I absolutely love. So, and it's all of those things I'll be talking. It's all part of my vlog. That's Life by Design Media. I also have Lifestyle, where I do interviews with celebrities and also local people who are making an impact on society. So that's what Life by Design, that's kind of the flagship show. That's where it all started. That was the name of the radio show as well, Life by Design Media. Also, one of my favorite shows is the Fabulous at 40 show. When I turned 40, I designed this logo, but I didn't do anything with it, so I had to tweak it. It was Fabulous at 40. Now it's Fabulous after 40 because I turned 43 today. So, yay, happy birthday to me. That's why I launched today, my birthday. But anyway, it's about people who are doing phenomenal things in their 40s. I don't know what it is, but these 40-year-old women are looking beautiful. They look better than ever. I have to catch myself because sometimes I'll meet younger women and I'll assume that they're my age because they look like the women my age. So I figure I'm going to talk to these 40-year-olds and let them share why they look so good, why they're so smart, and why they're so fabulous after 40. So that's going to be a great show. Also, I came in contact with one of the most phenomenal women I've ever met. Her name is Julie Mann, and she's going to do a reality show, but it's not a typical reality TV show. Her reality show is I Birthed a Band, and she is the mom of Rebel Man, one of the hottest up-and-coming rock bands there is. I love these guys. They're extremely talented musicians, real musicianship, not tracks, and it's amazing to watch Julie, the way she runs this band. She's a momager, and I absolutely love her, and I think she's going to have great stories to share with us, as well as great parenting tips, as well as how to deal with teenagers and all of the things. So her show will be I Birthed a Band. That's another show. Another show is going to be Dine In. Dine In is a show about cooking. I have a friend who started this. Her name is Candace. She's going to do the first segment with It Doesn't Take All That. It's about how to make delicious meals without a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of time. So It Doesn't Take All That is the first segment to Dine In. And Dine In is all about cooking. And I encourage you, if you can cook, if you're that person who knows you can cook, send me a video of you making your favorite recipe and share that with us to show us how you can cook. I'm one of those people, I hate when I go to a restaurant and I pay money for something that I know I could have cooked better at home. Because if you look at me, you can tell I can cook. So I want to share those things. Even in those times, we can't always afford to go out, but how to have fun, affordable, easy meals at home. That's another one. Another one of the shows that's coming this fall is In the Sanctuary. In the Sanctuary is a spiritual broadcast. It's a broadcast of Sanctuary of Holiness Church, which just happens to be my church that I love. And also my dad is the pastor, so I really, really love this church. And we're going to broadcast some of his sermons. We're going to broadcast the choir and all of those things to kind of give you that spiritual food that you need. So In the Sanctuary is going to be another great show. We have so much more coming. I am super excited about WBDN Media. I'm so excited about this launch. I don't know if anyone else can identify with this feeling, but this is one of those times in life where you can see there's a scripture. that says all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and the call, who are the called according to his purpose. That's where I am right now. All of the times you see me smiling like this all the time, but I have cried some tears. I have had some hardship, and I'm at a point today, right now, where I can see why. Everything that I've gone through has been preparing me for such a time as this. Everything that I've learned, everything that I've gone through has prepared me for this moment to be able to bring you WBDN Media. This is an outlet. If you have a ministry, if you're an entertainer and you want to share or do a show, if you're a motivational speaker, if you have a compelling story that you want to share, this is the place to do it. If you have a business that you want to advertise, this is the place to do it, because the By Design Network is a network. This is the network where people actually connect. When I refer clients, they usually will buy. I don't have a huge network yet. I will. But my network is organic and it's genuine. So I love it through my social media network, through the blog, through the YouTube channel. I love it when I see people connect and I see them do business with each other and establish working relationships. That's what the By Design Network does. And that's what makes us unique. And that's what makes this the place where you want to advertise and where you want to broadcast. Because I genuinely love people. I genuinely try to help people. I won't say that I never make mistakes. Won't say that, I've never done anything wrong. That's not true. I am a human being. I'm a human being, but I'm genuine, which means that everything that comes across on WBDN Media will be genuine. So the site is up, it's live. There's some content here that's been here for a while, but maybe you haven't seen it. There's also some new content that I'm releasing for the first time today. Feel free to click around, look at the different shows, leave comments, subscribe, because between now and the end of the year, I intend to upload a lot of content. The holidays are my absolute favorite time of year, especially if you're a business owner. You want to broadcast with us or advertise with us during this time of year, because this is about the third year now I've committed myself to what I call shopping my network, which means for the holidays, I don't do retail shopping unless it's something specific that my daughter requested on her Christmas list. Other than that, I go to people that I know who have a business, and that's how I do all of my business shopping. I put the clothes on or do whatever, and I tell people where I got it, and I send referrals your way. So this is a time where you really want to advertise with WBDN Media, because I believe in shopping the network as opposed to major retailers, because it's all about relationships and taking care of the people who take care of you. So again, enjoy WBDN Media. Feel free to comment. I love feedback, because sometimes when you start something new, you feel like you're crazy and you ask yourself, why did I do this? And in times when I feel like that, I'll get an email or an inbox or a message, someone saying, love what you did. Those compliments mean so much. Or somebody will like my video, or I'll notice a video, a comment on YouTube. Those mean so much. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me from quitting. So let's make a deal here. Let's make a partnership. I'll say what I can and do what I can to encourage you and keep you from quitting. And then you can send me messages and feedback and let me be encouraged so that I won't quit. And we can work together to make sure that we always leave nothing to chance, but live life by design. And once again, welcome to WBDN Media.